Hey, KB, and welcome to our logic lesson today, where we are going to practice a few of the things that we have learned throughout this week. And I'm very excited to practice with you today. So let's get into it. We'll talk about a few things first, then we'll read some words, spell some words, and we'll be done for the day. So let's get going. The newest thing that we have learned looks like this. Okay, we have double S, and we learned a special rule about double S. Oops, we learned a special rule about double S together the other day. Now, when we think about this double S, we know that we have to use double S for the sound S after a short vowel sound. We talked about how if we just use one S, that S is going to say Z. So we have to double it if we want to make the sound S after a short vowel sound. And we'll read and spell a few words that have this rule in them today. Okay, so let's remember, if we have S after a short vowel sound, we double that S. Okay, let's take a look at our next newest thing that we learned, and that is a consonant blend. You see the letters P and L. Those are two consonants, and we can slide their sounds together to get one of our consonant blend sounds, which is pull. Can you say pull? Good. This does not have any crazy rules for us. For right now, we're just going to see it at the beginning of words. And we just want to remember that we slide those sounds together when we're reading and spelling with it. Okay? You can hear both sounds in that blend. And the last thing we're practicing today is when we want to use TCH or CH. You know that this consonant cluster, TCH, and this consonant digraph, CH, share the same sound. Both say ch, ch. Can you say ch? Good. Now, we just have to remember that TCH, the cluster up top right here, has one job. And that job is we will use TCH for the sound ch only after a short vowel sound. Only after that short vowel sound. Okay? That means if we have a ch at the beginning of a word or after a vowel pair or something crazy like that, we're going to use CH. So if you can remember that TCH only comes after a short vowel sound, you'll be able to know the rule of when to use the cluster and when to use the digraph. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is read some words together. So let's have your thumb up and ready to read a few words that practice with some of the things that we just talked about. Okay? All right. Here's our first one, and you'll notice it's a double S at the end. When you read this word, we just have to remember that for that double S, we're just going to make the sound S. Okay? So put your thumb up, and I want you to try to read this one all by yourself first. Okay? Go ahead. All right, I like it. When I read this word, I should be finger spelling hiss. Okay? I make the sound for H. I have a short vowel sound for I in the middle, and then my double S is coming after it to make the sound S, hiss. And remember, we always use double S to make the sound S after a short vowel sound. Okay? Very nice job. Ooh, look at this one. Here's another double S word. So put your thumb up and start at the beginning and see if you can read it. Go ahead. Good. When I look at this word, I should read fuss. This is the word fuss. F at the beginning is saying f. U is making the short vowel sound and at the end, double S is saying s. Okay? And double S is here because we have a short vowel sound in the middle with s after it, so the S gets doubled. Okay, let's look at our next word. Ooh, this is a good one. This has a digraph sound at the beginning, double S at the end. Let's see if you can get it. Put that thumb up and try to read it to me. Go ahead. Okay, when we read this word, we should say s, chess. The word chess has the consonant digraph ch at the beginning. Remember, this would never have tch at the beginning because tch only comes after a short vowel sound for ch. So ch, e is making the short sound eh, and because we have a s sound after the short vowel sound, we get double s at the end. Chess. All right, we're moving on to our next word. This word has a consonant blend and a vowel pair. Okay, consonant blend and a vowel pair. Let's see if you can read this word to me. Go ahead. I love it, KB. I should read pull a, play. The word play starts with the blend PL. We slide those sounds together to get pull. AY is our vowel pair that we use for the long A sound, A. Pull a, play. All right, let's look at another word that starts with that consonant blend. See if you can read this word to me. Go ahead. Okay, this word is pull a g, plug. Once again, the sounds slide together for our consonant blend. U is in the middle and it says that's a short sound, and g is at the end for the letter G. Plug. All righty, look at our next word. Here we see TCH at the end, and we'll talk about why after you read it. Go ahead. Okay, this word is fetch. Fetch. In the word fetch, F is at the beginning saying f. E is making its short sound, ch, and that tells us that E is making a short sound, eh, and that tells us we should use TCH for the sound ch. Remember, we always use TCH after a short sound for ch. So this word, fetch. Okay, last but not least, let's spell some words. When we spell words, I'm going to say it. You can finger spell it. Think about all the rules that you might see or hear in these words and try to write them on your own. Okay? So have your whiteboard ready and let's do this. Are you ready for your first word? We're going to do 4 of them, and this is word number 1. This word is the word miss. Please say miss. Good. Finger spell and write miss. And think about which rule you should follow at the end of this word. It's a little hint for you. Okay, let's see if you got it. Here's the word miss. The sounds I hear in miss are s. And when I write it, I write the letter M for In the middle, I put the letter I, and I think that is a short vowel sound. So then I think to double the S. Our rule says if we have the sound S after a short vowel sound, just like we have in the word miss, that we double the S at the end. Miss is M-I-S-S. If you wrote just M-I-S, please make sure you double the S at the end before we move on. Okay, let's do another word that follows that same rule at the end. Your next word is the word toss. Toss. So fingerspell toss and try to write it on your board, and then we'll check it. All right, KB, let's see if you got it. The sounds I hear in the word toss are t, ah, s, toss. So on my board, I should write T for the consonant sound t at the beginning. My vowel sound is ah for O. And then I should think in my head that this is a short vowel sound, and I have the sound s after it. So I need to double my S at the end. Toss should be T-O-S-S, toss. Okay, if you have toss on your board, T-O-S-S, you can erase it. Now, I've got a good one for you next. We've talked about this word a couple times, but this word has a few different things going on in it. I want you to try to fingerspell and write the word stitch. Stitch. Really think about this word and make sure you get every part of the word stitch. Okay, and let's see how you did. Here's the word stitch. The sounds I hear are st, I, ch, stitch. Now, when I write this word, I really have to think about it because at the beginning I hear one of our blend sounds, st. So I need to write st. Those sounds are sliding together, st. Then I have my vowel sound, which is I for the letter I. I know that I is a short vowel sound, and I have a ch after it. So I have to remember our rule to use TCH. Remember, TCH has one job and only one job, and that job is to be for the sound ch after a short vowel sound. Because I is a short sound, I use TCH. So make sure for the word stitch, you have STITCH, stitch. Blend, short vowel sound, and then our cluster. That's a tricky one. I hope you got it. All right, let's try our last word. This will just have a blend sound at the beginning. Shouldn't be too hard. And the word is plop. Plop. So fingerspell plop and try to write it on your board. Alrighty, let's see if you got it. Here's plop. The sounds I hear in plop are pull, ah, p, plop. So on my board, I should write PL because it starts with our blend sound, pull. Then I hear my vowel sound, ah, which is the short sound for O. And at the end, I hear p for the letter P, plop. Pull, ah, p, plop. All right, KB, we did a great job practicing with these 3 skills. We talked about our double S rule. We remember that we use double S for the sound S after a short vowel sound. We practice with our newest consonant blend, pull, which has the sound for P and the consonant sound for L sliding together. And we also talked about these two things that make the sound ch. And we remember that we use TCH for ch only after a short vowel sound, and then we use CH for ch if we have ch anywhere else in a word, like at the beginning. All right. Thank you so much for practicing with me. You're all doing great, and I can't wait to learn more with you at school.